into Off the Field, presented by Dreamfinders Homes. I'm here with tight end Brenton Strange. Brenton, this is your second year, so going into things, what was kind of the moment last year? What did you kind of realize as becoming a pro that was maybe hard for you or like took you a little time to adjust to? What was the biggest change from college?
I think the biggest change from college to the pros is in college, when I was there, you only played 10 to 11 games. So the grind was a little bit different for me last year, and it was tough coming from college and then doing the combine and then doing pro day and everything. So it was a really long year, and mentally it was tough, but I had great guys around me and great teammates, so they helped me get through it.
Working in a room with a tight end like Evan Engram, I'm sure you learned a lot from him and just the way he prepares and kind of every game being ready. What's something you've learned from him that you really feel like has helped you?
Just the way he comes in every day and approaches practice. When I first got here, I was always like, man, I never seen like a guy like him work so hard, and that was really the most important thing for me, just how he comes in each day and he approaches the day, because at the end of the day you practice for the game. Like, practice should be harder than the game, and then when the game came, everything came so easy to him and he's out there balling. So that was the main takeaway I took from him, and just all the small details and how he really just focuses in on his craft and things and ways he gets better. So him, Luke, Coach Angulo, and all the guys in the tight end room have helped me out a lot.
Do you feel like the way that you're preparing now helped you a lot? Like last week when Evan goes down with an injury, you can step in and have a role in the offense where maybe during the week you weren't necessarily preparing as playing that role, but to come in and step in and feel comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely comfortable every single week. Even last year, like you got to prepare like you're the starter, because say a moment does like come like that and then you're not ready for it, you won't ever get that moment again. So that was something that I learned a long time ago, is that you always got to prepare like you're going to be playing, whether you get the reps in practice or not. It's important to know all the positions, especially for a tight end. Like, we're asked to do so much, and it's important to know that.
Tight end is a unique position like that, right? Because they want you to block, and in this offense, they want you to be involved as well as a pass catcher. So for you, is that exciting to be able to do multiple things? Like, is that something you got to do in college, or is this something now that where you're really embracing that role of getting to play multiple parts of the position?
Yeah, I think that's why I love football so much, and it's just being a tight end. Like, you're asked to do everything in the offense, and you're asked to do a lot too. So a lot's expected out of you, and we go out there and we work our hardest in practice to go out there and try to be our best in the game.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to end with a little quick question round. I'm going to ask you some questions about your teammates, okay? Okay. So which one of your teammates has the weirdest or craziest pregame ritual that you've seen? Does anybody do anything weird on game day? Or do you? I don't know.
I don't really it kind of sounds a little selfish, but like I don't really like focus on what everybody else does during the game. Sometimes like I don't be in the mood for music. Like, I just like to hear my surroundings a lot, and I think that's a little crazy to me, like, because a lot of guys use music to like hype themselves up and stuff, but like I just like to be calm. Like, it's just like practice. Like, it's another day. Like, you're going out there, you playing football, have fun. So that's something that I think, because one of my teammates in college, he never listened to music, and I always thought it was weird. But now I've started to just try to be calm and like just control my emotions and stuff like that. So
let you sit and focus a little bit.
Yeah, sit and focus and
All
lock
right.
in.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, non-game day, when it's practice or you're in the locker room, who do you want to have the aux cord? Who gets to pick the music? Who does the best job, I guess?
I would say Ronald Darby. He does a great job. My locker mate, sit right next to him, so he does a great job on the music. Someone we don't want to give the aux to is Elijah Cooks, for sure. He be playing that West Coast music all the time. There's nothing wrong with West Coast music, but like some of the stuff he be playing, it ain't it. Not at all.
Not at all. All right, none for him. Who is one of your teammates, like who's a travel buddy? Who would you want to go on vacation with?
So I sit next to Evan on the plane, so I would have to say Evan, because he's very like, he keeps his stuff clean, like he's always like got everything in order and stuff like that. So definitely Evan, just because of the cleanliness.
He's like a world traveler. I feel like he'd be one of those people you go on vacation, he'd have like an itinerary, like he'd have it all planned out for you, right?
I could definitely see that, yeah. I could definitely see that.
Super organized. Who's the best dancer? Has anybody danced? Or touchdown celebrations? Anybody got a good touchdown celebration?
I think Trav always got good touchdown celebrations, you know. He brings out some good stuff. I've seen De'Aaron do some good dances, for sure. I give it to the whole running back room.
Okay.
Whole running back room.
Absolutely. What about Parker's? Where did that come from?
That's old school. Like,
did he do that in
go
college?
way back.
Like Penn State?
The thing. Yeah. So that was originally, I think, if I'm not wrong, it was like a DB thing at Penn State, and then we took it over, and like Parker started doing that celebration all the time. That's a great celebration.
Okay, that's fair. So you're gonna do that, or you leave it for Parker?
Nah, I leave that one to Parker. Me and Parker got one that we want to do, so that one's coming out soon.
Oh, keep an eye on it. Okay, cool. If you were a superhero, who's the other half of your dynamic duo? Like, who's your sidekick?
My sidekick, any superhero?
Any superhero, but like who on the team, like if you guys were superheroes together, like who do you feel like would be the best duo for that?
I'm gonna have to pick my man Doug. You know, we've been rocking for a long time, Parker Washington.
Right.
So I feel like we got the best chemistry, like we know each other the best. We've been together for probably like 4 or 5 years now, so I'm gonna have to pick my dog.
All right. What would your superpower be? I'll add an extra one for you.
My superpower, I like teleportation.
Okay.
That's a good one right there.
Go
Be anywhere you want at any time you want to be.
I respect that.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right, we're going to transport out of here, but thank you for joining us on Off the Field.